Hey Foos. Again, it's been a while since I've done a video, so I'm doing 2 here in 1 day. Gosh, so many people have asked me during the summer, how am I doing? How am I doing? And, it's been a little confusing to me and my family and friends how I am doing. But I just kind of want to put the facts out there. And for my reason for doing this is hopes that a lot of you, even though you say prayers for me, maybe shout a little bit more, or maybe the reason for them. My prayer warriors are amazing. And gosh, it was probably like last week in May, and I know a lot of you have heard this story, is I was training for the sprint triathlon to do with 2 of my students. I was going to bike ride. Went on a 10-mile bike ride and felt great. Came back. Next day, I just felt some pressure in my chest and felt like I'm having trouble breathing. So I called my nurse coordinators, and they gave me some suggestions to do. Things kind of improved a little bit during that week. Then they turned for the worse again. So at that point, it was like the Friday before school ended, and I had not missed a day of sickness all school year. I'm so proud of that. I went to the hospital, and over the summer, I spent about 43 days in and out of the hospital. I'm truly not knowing what had happened. We had a couple of situations. I had a couple of situations that may have been a circumstance, but they treated me for fungus, infection, rejection, everything. But still, the cause of why my pulmonary functions have dropped is just unknown. I have eosinophilic pneumonia, which has caused a lot of inflammation. So you can kind of see by my very round face and red face that I've been on quite a bit of prednisone, and I still am over the summer. And the word, which is not a word I like, is called chronic rejection. And that basically tells any transplant person that has with lungs, lung transplants, is that I have dropped significantly with my pulmonary functions. So back in May, my pulmonary function was about 86%. And I was walking, fast walking, riding, and it's strange when you don't even think, gosh, breathing. I'm having no problem with it. You think about that and gosh, you just smile. But then I'm currently stable right now at 30% lung function. So I've dropped 56%. However, some positive notes on this is I'm not stable with the lung function. So we're dropping significantly over the summer. I'm stable in hopes that now I'll come back up. Going to be starting pulmonary rehab so that I can try to expand my lungs and exercise a bit. Also, I am going to be going to the immunologist middle of October, starting something called IVIG. We can actually do this at home. Don't really understand it other than I get a lot of good things, antibodies, immunoglobulins, I don't know, that are healthy, that go in me from other people, that will very much help me fight any colds or viruses over the winter. Because with my low pulmonary function, if I would get sick at all, it would be very, very devastating for my lung functions. So, staying healthy over the winter is going to be a big goal for me. Also, just have to be honest, everybody says, about such an inspiring story and you're such a fighter. But most of my close family and friends have realized, a lot of depression, anxiety, it comes with not being able to breathe. And deja vu of going back to my pre-transplant days. And even though it's different than CF, lungs, because I'm not coughing and things, it's just so much inflammation. I just have this very hard time getting my breath. Somebody on a lung transplant, one of the pages on Facebook, had said that having a lung disease is like kind of writing empty checks, writing out checks that bounce. So I'm sitting in my chair, kind of okay. My mind is going like all these things I can do. I'm texting people, I'm going to come do this for you, or I want to come see this for you. And then when I get up and I move, gosh, I just need to breathe. And it's so hard. And that mindfulness that you try to have when you're facing anxiety, that mindfulness that you just want to relax, take deep breaths to release that anxiety. But you're dealing with not being able to breathe or facing that anxiety. So that's been difficult for me this summer, and has been kind of me staying away from videos and really maybe being so happy. But realizing that it's okay to be angry with God, because He can deal with it. He's the strongest person ever. And that's okay. Just keep praying to Him that I just need another miracle. I've had a good many miracles, and I just keep asking for more. But I know my time on earth is not ready to go yet. I need to spread the word of organization, spread the word of kindness. So I need to be strong, and I need to live out my daughter's childhood and some of her bucket list. So I just want everybody to know that sometimes it's not all smiles here in Syracuse's life. There's tears, there's anxiety. Sometimes when you see pictures of me and you say, oh, you always smile so much, you're such an inspiration. However, we just have to remain hopeful. And my preacher said a sermon today, the children's sermon, and she tied up yarn, and the yarn could break that single person, but wrapped up with multiple pieces of yarn. Team is much stronger. My mother, my father, my spouse, and my daughter, my brother, and my friends, they all wrap me up in this string that's so weak, and they make me strong. And they're the ones that provide me with that hope and the smiles. So it's not all smiles from ear to ear, but that's okay. Every day I wake up realizing it's a new day. Mornings are a bit difficult for me, just getting up and waking up with those lungs. However, I come out, see the sun or the rain, and realize this is a beautiful day. And I have to make sure that I try so hard, because these lungs are in me from this man. Were given to me, and I need to try as much as I can to be healthy. So I just wanted to give everybody the updates of my lungs, although I do have some sugar issues now. Due to prednisone, I have now had to reduce my carb intake greatly, and I did not realize what it all is involved in carbs. But it's pretty much everything I enjoy. So, now that I have sugar, I'm trying to eat very healthy. And my family is helping me with this greatly. Because, I eat because they cook. And, my sugar now, I think this past couple days have really started to improve. So with insulin and my reduction of carbohydrates. But, I just want to also say that at church today, there's a line of people that we had a healing service. And there's a line wholly down the center aisle, and you look at every one of those people, whether they want to be healed physically in their mind, with anxiety, want to be healed for anything. They're going through that obstacle. Everybody's going through that obstacle, and that can be sad. It can be anxious. It can be depressing. But with the faith and that support that you have with family and friends, you can be strong. So, I am strong. My family is strong. My friends are strong. And thanking the Lord, I have such a great support team with Team Foos. Thank you guys. And hope to hear from anybody in my comments and prayers. Thank you. Bye-bye.